All right, we're live. Yeah. So, what's going on, everybody? Greetings. This is Tafari's Tech Talk, episode 1. I basically want to start this web series so I can talk about what's going on recently in the tech community, all the current events. So, what I did was go on my favorite tech website, theverge.com, and I pulled up 7 different articles that I'm just going to talk about and go through them. Hopefully, we can make this stream last 20 minutes. So it's 6:24. We're going to go until 6:44. So yeah, let's go into the first article. And I actually haven't reviewed any of the articles. Like I haven't read them fully. I just pretty much found headers that I thought were interesting, and I want to talk about them. So we're going to review them for the first time, I guess, together. So the first one we have here is MIT built a self-driving car that can navigate unmapped country roads. Okay, let's see what we have here. A bit more in depth. Autonomous vehicles rely on highly visible lane markings. Wow, that's pretty cool. Self-driving for country roads. So I guess all of the other self-driving cars have to depend on the paint on the floor, the marking, so that way it can know where it's, has to go. Smarter, I guess. That's pretty cool. Wow. Let's keep looking. Just as Uber left, magnitude. Oh, that's very intriguing. I wonder when we're going to get to the point where all the cars on the road are mainly, if not all, self-driving. Because I feel like that way it would be a lot more safe, just in my opinion. I mean, there's people kill people with cars every day. So I feel like a machine that's programmed to do a specific task is only going to do that specific task. And when it messes up and, kills somebody, then it's a lot less likely of that happening than an actual person killing somebody with their car. So I'm definitely a big supporter of this, the self-driving cars. I can't wait to see where it's going to go in the next 10 years, 15, 20 years. And I can't wait to buy one. Article number 2, we're going to move on here. Article number 2 is basically going to talk about This Week in Tech 20 years ago. So say hello to iMac. Wow, really? So the first iMac was released on May 12th, 1988. That's really interesting. I haven't even owned an iMac yet. I've only owned MacBooks. This is my 3rd MacBook that I'm streaming on right now. But that's really interesting because I remember seeing the iMac for the first time. Wow, I'm getting old. That happened in 1988 already. 1998. All right, what's something else? AT&T's cell phone gamble. 2 decades ago, AT&T took a significant step toward making people's cell phones their only phones. It announced a flat-rate mobile plan called Digital One Rate that could replace car phones, second lines, and even your home phone telephone set for $89 a month. Okay, so I didn't know that. That's pretty cool, too. AT&T apparently was the pioneer in making the cell phone your primary and, for a lot of people, your only phone. I didn't know that AT&T had that big of a hand in that movement. That's pretty cool. So shout out to AT&T. Though 20 years ago, I don't think they were AT&T. They were probably Singular still at the time. So it's funny they didn't put that in there. Yeah, nothing about Singular. And spam life. The life of a spammer is no bowl of cyber cherries. This delightful Opening of New York, blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada. All right. This article doesn't seem that interesting, aside from the iMac and the AT&T part. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip this one. Oh, so for anybody watching this, I don't know if you remember the mechanical dogs, the Boston Dynamics robot dogs. So you might be able to buy one of those soon, apparently, according to this article here. Boston Dynamics is planning to sell its Spot Mini robot to the public in 2019. Tech reports on TechCrunch say the company said that TechCrunch event, yada yada, Spotlight Mini production availability next year. I wonder how much something like this would cost. No, it doesn't say. And I wonder what kind of task would the regular person like me, or perhaps even you watching this, if you're a regular person, use this dog for, this robotic dog. I could see how it's helpful for people that are disabled. 100%. If you're disabled and you can't like get from places in your home, and you can't open doors, and you need a dog to go and get you like a water bottle or something like that, then I could definitely see where this could come into play, and it could be super useful. I just wonder what the price range is going to be like. What is going to be like on something like this. I don't know. For such a smart, like actual robot that can help you do day-to-day things, I'm going to say it's probably going to be priced around $1,500 to $2,000 minimum between 15 and 2,000. But if it came out and it was like $2,500, $3,000, I would not be surprised at all, because this could potentially be such a useful thing to disabled individuals, handicapped individuals on a day-to-day basis. This could completely change their lives. It's like the Nike when they came back out with the Back to the Future shoes that were like self-tying. I don't know if anybody's seen that video with Casey Neistat. He basically gave them to someone that had something wrong with his hands. He was like handicapped and he couldn't tie his own shoes. So these shoes changed this guy's life. He puts the shoes on and they automatically, lace up for him. He doesn't have to bend down and fiddle with it in any way, shape, or form. So I think something like this would be really cool. I'm curious to see where this would go, how well it would do. I hope something like this stays around. And I just hope it doesn't go into the iRobot dilemma that everyone is worried about. Let's go to the next article. Yeah, so Facebook reportedly plans to launch its own cryptocurrency. I'm not sure how Facebook would be trusted in as controversial of a time for them as right now, because with all of the the hype going around of the data breach and Analytica taking all the data from Facebook, I don't know who would trust Facebook enough to invest into their cryptocurrency. I'm not sure if this is the right move for them at this point in time. Maybe down the future, but I'm definitely curious to see where the currency is going to go, just because the dollar is not worth shit. The dollar's not worth anything. Ever since Nixon took the dollar off of the gold standard, the dollar has been depleting every single year in value, and it's not even worth probably a penny at this point. It's probably worth like a tenth of a penny. So I know that the dollar, the US dollar, cannot be our main form of currency forever. So I'm curious to see which cryptocurrency is going to pick up that spot and be our main source of currency. I'm going to read a little bit more on it too. Let's see. All right. Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder where it's going to go. All right, next one. On a similar topic, Apple will reportedly launch a credit card with Goldman Sachs. This I'm very interested in. I'm definitely probably going to be a early adopter of this one. If they're going to be working with Goldman Sachs, that's a pretty reputable company too, pretty reputable bank. Need a credit card. Ah, that's interesting. That's pretty true. So that would mark the end of Apple's partnership with Barclays, which is, if you don't know, if you're trying to like get something financed through Apple right now, you're basically going to go through Barclays if you're going directly through Apple's website. And I've personally tried with them twice and have been denied. So hopefully I'll be approved here with this Goldman Sachs collaboration with Apple, but it seems like an actual credit card. Goldman Sachs will offer in-store loans to Apple customers according to the report. All right. The move comes just months after. That's pretty cool. And then you'd be able to use it with your Apple Pay. That's pretty cool. Let's talk about blackness and Black empowerment. What's up, man? How you doing? That's what all Black people talk about. All right, man. So JD, I really can't pronounce your name, but man, I'm gonna need you to back up off of the racist comments. I just want to keep it all copacetic here. I don't want to have to ban anybody. But how you doing though, man? How's your Mother's Day? All right. So let's all go ahead and go to the next article here. You good? All right, cool. All right, so the next one is Apple will reportedly sell streaming video subscriptions through its TV app. That's pretty interesting. I want to see how they're going to compete with Netflix and Hulu and Vudu and all that other, streaming, all the other subscription services there. Me, myself, recently, I just bought a Fire Stick, the 4K one, and I actually jailbroke it. So I don't know if I'm going to get the Apple TV anytime soon. I would like to, but fact of the matter is I already came up with a plan for like my savings account this year, and I'm not trying to really stray away from it. So that's why I invested into the Fire Stick. Bloomberg doesn't specify which companies Apple is talking to or planning to partner with. Amazon Prime's video channel includes HBO, Showtime, yada, yada. All right. I wonder how much Apple would charge for their subscription service as well. Because, everybody knows Apple charges a premium for all of their products. I'm not saying that it's not worth it because I'm a very big Apple fan. So let me go ahead here and estimate. They're probably going to charge like $14.99. I really hope they don't go higher than $14.99 for their service, just because I'm not sure how well it would do if they charge higher than that. Knowing Apple, they're probably going to charge like $19.99 a month. That's just my prediction. So we're going to see where that goes. I wonder when they're going to reveal this something like this, when they're going to actually launch it out to the public and we'll be able to try it out. Also, I wonder if they're going to make Apple original content. So that's something else that I'd definitely be willing to indulge into if they go ahead and invest into something like that. I wonder what Apple original content would be like, because remember back in the day with Pixar was founded, or co-founded at least, by Steve Jobs, and Pixar made Toy Story. the Toy Story was not made until Disney already bought it, but you get the point. Like, I'm curious to see what an Apple original media content, like TV show or movies, would look like in 4K HDR. All right, let's go to the next. This is going to be the last article that I have here. Maybe I'll find another one. We'll see. I'll find one more after this one. All right. So this one is going to be about Rick and Morty is getting a whopping 70 more episodes. I'm very, very fucking excited about this one because I remember not too long ago there were talks about Rick and Morty being canceled and not being brought back at all, just because the writers couldn't come up with anything to write or some shit like that. So I'm glad to see that this problem has been resolved, and we're going to get some more Rick and Morty episodes. Yeah, so Justin Roiland tweeted here on May 10th, more Rick and Morty coming. Looking forward to all the tweets asking where it is. This is going to be so cool. Yeah, since it debuted in 2013, Adult Swim's show Rick and Morty has become a massive hit. Earlier today, Cartoon Network and series co-creator Justin Roiland announced that they're making another 70. That's right, 70 episodes. I wonder when is this going to come out? All right, so it doesn't say. Let's see if we could find it on Google. When is Rick and Morty season 4 going to come out? Wubba lubba dub dub. I can't seem to find it. There's no release day. Let's ask Google. Hey Google, when is Rick and Morty season 4 going to come out?
Sorry, I can't help with that yet.
Even Google doesn't know. All right, so definitely looking forward to this. This is like probably my favorite adult cartoon, just because of, I don't know, there's like, it feels like they can go on with it forever because it's like, how do you say, other dimensions. There's like parallel universes, and it just, that seems like such an infinite topic that they can go on with for years to come. So I'm definitely curious to see when this is going to come out. I'm going to stay tuned and keep you guys posted as well in the next episode here if I hear anything about it. And let's see if we could find one more article. Okay, so this one's not really so much tech, but it's still interesting nonetheless. It's about Benedict Cumberbatch, which is the guy, if you don't know, that plays Doctor Strange in the Marvel Cinematic Universe here and was in the recent Infinity War movie. And this one's saying that he will not take any work unless he knows that the women are going to be paid equally, which to me, that's very cool. That's a pretty cool stand to take, being in his position. I mean, he could just say yes to all of the movies and not care if the women are going to be paid equally or not. But he's actually putting down his foot and, standing up for something that's good in a good way, I feel like, too. Not taking the role if the women are not going to be paid, compensated evenly. And end the stream. If you tuned in, then I really do appreciate it. And even if you came in that guy that was acting like kind of an idiot for a second, even appreciate him. So everybody that came in and tuned in, I really appreciate it. Be sure to leave a subscribe. Be sure to leave a like, all that good stuff. Go follow me on Twitch. Links below and everything. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Thank you.